In this video, we are going to see how does coordination takes place in plant. Control and coordination in plant is not as elaborated as in animal. Plant do not have nervous system, muscles and sense organ like we have. We are having eyes, nose, ear, skin. These are our sensory organ. Plant do not have. Still they can respond and react to various environmental stimuli such as light, gravity, water, touch, chemical. So plant do not have any nervous system, but plant and do not have any sensory organ, but plant do respond to the external stimulus. As I told just before, these stimulus can be light, it can be gravity, it can be touch, it can be due to some chemicals. So these are all stimulus due to which a plant is going to respond towards this stimulus. Plant in fact show two different types of movement and respond to various stimulus. In one type of movement, which is this first movement is independent of growth, that is there will be no growth in the plant. And in another moment, the plant shows certain types of growth in it. So plant is going to respond, and one type of movement which is independent of growth, in another type of movement there will be growth in plant whenever its plant is going to respond towards the various stimulus. And all these movements in plants, so as I told you before, there is no nervous system. So all this growth, control and coordination, or we can say response against the environmental stimulus, is due to some hormones. So we are going to study these hormones later. Let us study first plant movements. So there are plant movement are broadly classified into two types. One is nastic, another one is the tropic movement, where we can say the nastic movement, these are non-directional induced variation movement that occurs due to turgor change. These reveal immediate response towards the stimulus and does not involve growth, whereas tropic movement in general we can say whenever it takes place it will involve growth, or we can say tropic movements are induced growth movements of curvature that occurs due to differential growth, and it is a directional movement, whereas tropic movement, nastic movement is a non-directional movement. Let us see the first type of movement, types of movement, that is different tropic movement and its types of tropism. The first type of tropism is phototropism. So we are seeing in this moment we should see some type of growth in plant, and this plant growth related movement in plant is called as tropism, and the first type of tropism that we are seeing is phototropism. It is a directional movement of plant part in response to stimulus light. So here stimulus is light and plant will show some growth movement towards or against the light. Since there is a growth taking place, so it is a tropic movement, and as I said you before, plant will show certain kinds of movement due to stimulus. Stimulus is any change in an environment, so light is here as stimulus, and plant is going to respond due to this change in light, due to this light as a stimulus. So it is called as phototropism. We know stem grows towards the sunlight, whereas root grows against the sunlight. So stem always move towards the sunlight. There will be a growth, and the growth will be towards the sunlight. Whereas in root, when we see roots always move towards the sunlight, deep down towards the earth. So stem is showing positive phototropism and root is showing negative phototropism. So in both the types of movement there is certain growth in stem and root, but one is showing positive, another one is showing negative phototropism. Let us see second type of tropism. Second type of tropism is geotropism. Here geo is related with gravity or earth. Again, it is a directional movement of the plant in response to gravity Here again there is two types of we can say two types of tropism we can see. One is positive, another is negative. We know root always goes towards grow towards the gravity, that is deep down the earth, whereas stem always grow against the gravity, that is it grows whenever we see growth movement in stem. Generally it moves towards away from the earth and moves towards the sunlight. So here we can say root shows positive geotropism, whereas stem shows negative geotropism. Then the next type of tropism that we have to see is hydrotropism. The third one is hydrotropism. Hydro here stands for water. So stimulus is water over here. Again it is a directional movement of the plant part in response to the stimulus, that is water. If the plant moves towards the water stimulus, it is called as positive hydrotropism. On the other hand, if the plant part moves away from the water stimulus, it is called as negative hydrotropism. Bending of root of plant towards the water signifies positive hydrotropism. So when we take a when we grow a seed in dry soil, and here we have placed a small pot, and in that pot we have kept some water over here, and the pot is porous. So the water droplets come out from the porous pot when the seed turns into a seedling, and when it turns into a small plant, and when we remove it, we will see that this root automatically we can see moving towards the, it has moved towards the water, where the towards the porous spot in which water is filled. So root is showing what? Root shows a directional movement and its growth is towards the water. So we can say root shows positive hydrotropism. The fourth type of tropism that we have to see is chemotropism. Here the stimulus is some chemical. Again we can say it is a directional movement of the plant part in response to chemical stimulus. If the plant part moves towards the chemical stimulus, it is positive chemotropism. On the other hand, if the plant part moves away from the chemical stimulus, it is negative chemotropism. We can see chemotropism in growth of pollen tube. So movement of pollen grain towards the pistil, that is carpel, female of a flower, and this pollen tube, that pollen grain, from pollen grain, small long pollen tube emerges out, that shows chemotropism. So we can see chemotropism movement during the time of fertilization. The growth of pollen tube towards the ovule in the ovary is an example of positive chemotropism. So here we have seen phototropism, geotropism, chemotropism and hydrotropism. These all are growth related directional movement, and they are growth related movement. Thank you.